Hello, welcome to the part two of Students Project Series, lecture number three. So, lecture number three, we have devoted on conducting and writing literature review. So, in the first part, I have told you about what is literature review, how should we write literature review. Theoretically, I have explained what is the benefit of literature review, why we consider literature review as the most important input for your research, any research project, whether it is a UGPG project, it is a master's project, or it is a PhD thesis. Okay, so this session is the most important session, I must say, for any research project. Even more important than your data analysis or any other part, we will be discussing two very important things, like how to write literature review on paper, and how to identify the research gaps and how to write the research gaps. So let us begin with this. I have a very little theory, and then we will proceed to practical writing of the literature review. Now, the thing is that what are the sources of literature review? Where do we find the research papers? Where do we find the literature? So, a simple thing that comes to our mind is library. Okay, but library becomes a very vague term, because in library we have books, journals, newspapers, even we have e-sources. So we have to be very, very specific. We have to see how to find the proper sources of the proper sources of the paper nowadays, because of the internet availability everywhere, lot of free websites, lot of knowledge in this area. It has become very easy to conduct a literature review. I must say that if you know how to conduct, sources is not a problem. So generally, generic sources we have like articles and research papers published in scholarly journals, which is 80 to 90% of our literature review is based on articles and research papers. So I would suggest, if you're an MBA student, you just go with the books and articles. If you're a PhD scholar, again, the level of article should be good, like Scopus Index and all. I'll be speaking on that. I'll be discussing about that. Now, then comes is the other sources also. Suppose you are doing some exploratory study, some study on, say, criminology, children behavior, where the literature in the form of published research is not available in the scholarly journals, or very less literature is available. So you take some informal or formal other sources as your source of literature, which may be videos, recorded tapes, transcripts, interviews which are pre-recorded. Then it becomes the a source of like secondary data. Also, we call it secondary data, but you can put it in the literature also, that this has been like recorded interviews of maybe in political science, your parliamentarians and MPs, MLAs, those interviews, or journalists interviews, they also serve as literature. Then any other recorded, published or unpublished text, that also serves as literature, like unpublished PhD thesis, unpublished dissertation, they also serve as literature. White papers and many other such things are considered as literature. But moreover, we'll be discussing more and more about the articles and research papers published in scholarly journals. So now the $1,000,000 question comes: where do we find these articles? So this is divided into two parts. One is the individual publishers' websites, and another is the um, aggregators. Now, aggregators, I have the names of aggregators on the next slide. Individual publishers are like most reputed publishers in all over world are Emerald Insights, Wiley, Taylor and Francis, Inderscience, IGI Global, Springer, Sage. Then we have SSRN, which is Social Science Research Network. We find a lot of free papers on this also. And then there are so many other sources. The individual institutions who publish a journal, like suppose I take an example of a very good Scopus Index journal, Journal of Content, Community and Communication. So it is, you don't find it on Emerald Insights, Willie, Taylor and Francis, etc. So you find those good papers free of cost. It is an open access journal on the website of MIT Gwalior, and you can go and you can check out. Similarly, we have IM Shillong's journal on their website. We have Indian Journal of Commerce on Indian Journal of Commerce website, free of cost. So these sources are really very hard to list, but they are very good sources because they provide you free of cost papers. Whatever names I have written on the slides, most of them have 80% of the papers are restricted access. So you can access them through your institute library, or you can access them through SCI Hub. I will tell you how to access papers from SCI Hub. So don't worry, there won't be any dearth of papers. I think you can access most of the papers. The only restriction is for latest 2 years papers. That accessibility is little less, but you can speak to your mentor, your guide, who have links in good libraries, who have subscription to the Scopus databases. Then you can get those papers. Coming to the next part, where to search in aggregators. So far I have discussed about the publishers. Now I'll discuss about the aggregators. Aggregators means like ResearchGate, Academia.Edu, Google Scholars. Now what aggregators actually do? Aggregators combine all the papers published in all the journals on their platforms. Not all papers, I must say. Most of the papers you'll find in Google Scholars. Now Google Scholars also link papers with what? It links papers with the Academia.Edu. It links papers with the ResearchGate. So when you search in Google Scholar, you find ResearchGate also, Academia.Edu also. But the only issue is whatever I have named here, they are very reputed. But in Google Scholars, Academia.Edu and ResearchGate, you find papers which are not reputed and reputed both. Okay, so this is a challenge. Sometimes you are not, and you can see paper. Like I will tell you how you see a paper and how you find out it's a good paper or it's a bad paper. Okay, that just by the content validity or face validity, not even content validity, just a face validity, which is a good paper, which is a bad paper. All right, so let us proceed further. How to write summary, we will come to it later, and first we will see the practical examples of research gaps. We'll see later how to write. We'll see a practical example. Now how to search. First of all, let us search papers and let us write the literature review. So two forms I discussed in my last lecture. The one form is paragraph form, the another form is story form. Both forms are widely accepted. In research papers, only story form is accepted. Paragraph form is not accepted. Only story form is accepted. I have shown that story form in one of my papers in the what do you call, in the first video of this lecture. I have given the link of that video in the description box. In the first video I have given the link of second video, and second video I have given the link of the first video, so that you can check it anytime. Now coming to the most important part now is how to search papers and write the literature review. All right, so let us come to a topic. This is a tentative topic. Role of mobile banking applications in on consumer satisfaction, customer satisfaction and loyalty. Right, role of mobile banking applications on customer satisfaction and loyalty. So customer satisfaction and loyalty for banks, this is what we are talking about. Now if you want to find literature on this, so let us do not use these words: mobile banking apps, loyalty and satisfaction. So we can remove these words. These are not important for us. What how do you find the literature? First of all, let me go to Google, and one thing is I write ResearchGate customer mobile banking apps and customer satisfaction and loyalty. This is one thing that I can do. Maybe you don't find direct paper on customer loyalty and customer satisfaction. Okay, you may find one paper on mobile banking apps and customer satisfaction, another paper on loyalty. Here it is very important that which paper is relevant for me. This is a question that scholars don't know which paper is relevant for me. So I will try to tell. Now let us Google it. So the first paper comes apps for mobile banking and customer satisfaction. Now loyalty is not there in this. Let me see, request full text. You cannot get a full text of this. Okay, I will tell you how to arrange it. Okay, so apps for mobile banking and customer satisfaction, a cross cultural study. No problem if it is even if it is a cross cultural study. International Journal of Bank Marketing. Now, I know this is an A category journal with high impact factor, very nice journal. This is a good quality paper, but you may not know. I mean, everybody may not know about it, right? Anyways, I will tell you what is a good paper and bad paper, but I don't have. So there are two options. One, I request the authors to upload a full text. They will give me a full text. I also receive many requests for full text. Like if I see this, Vijay Rakesh Reddy has requested a full text of the publication, so I can go and share. So this keeps on going, in academia, academics. But this paper is published in 2017, and let me tell you, till 2021, almost all the papers I can tell you how to access. So I'll be doing that right away. But apps, mobile banking, and customer satisfaction. Now, one aspect is being covered, so that's fine. I mean, that's fine, right? So now what I will do is there is a DOI. Hope you can see this DOI. I copy this DOI, go to Google and type here SCI Hub. SCI Hub. First link is there. I don't know which link is good, because in SCI Hub there are many links. Some of them are good, some of them are not good. So which link will work? You see that hkvisa.net. This link generally works. Okay. So hkvisa.net. Go to this. Yes, this is the interface. When this interface comes, it means the link will work. If this interface, see, there are different interfaces. Now see, this interface is different from this this is correct, this is not correct. Okay, so coming back to, I'm crossing this. Now paste your DOI, click open. Okay, oops, I think this article is not added. Let me do one thing. Let me go back. If this article is of Indian Journal of Bank Marketing, this should work. Either the DOI is wrong. I copy the DOI from this source. I went to the original journal, because this is aggregator. ResearchEdu is aggregator. Now you see the paper comes. It means the DOI was not correct on ResearchGate, or maybe we copied something which was not to be copied. So this is the paper. You find it. Now, what is a good paper and what is a bad paper? Let us decide it right away. Is it a good paper? That I have told you, this is an A category journal, so you can say this is a good paper. But otherwise, you see the length of paper, 35 pages. Okay, one criteria, very simple criteria. Second, it belongs to a good group, Emerald Insights. I have given you the entire thing here, right? Emerald Insights. These are all amazing, all very good. You can refer their articles, right? Then this is a good group. This is a good length size paper. You see the references, number of references. See, number of references: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pages. It means this paper has acknowledged the previous literature very nicely, comprehensively, holistically. It means this is a good paper, right? See, has it been written systematically? Yes. Go to the abstract. Abstract is divided under certain sections, so it has been written systematically also. So this is one way to find papers. Let me first complete how to find papers. So I download it, and simply it goes on, say, desktop, maybe downloads. So I save it in the downloads file. All right. So it is in my downloads file. I may name it, I may not name it, I will, let us download first. Okay. All right. So how many papers we should review? If I see that in number of papers project wise, so see how many papers we should review. This is a question. Like, there is no definite answer to it. It depends on your mentor, your supervisor, your committees, and your own satisfaction, fulfillment. Whenever you see that there is enough exploration of literature review, you can, at that time you can stop reviewing the further papers. In UG project, typically, this is my suggestion, 30 to 40 papers in the literature review chapter itself are enough. In PG project, 40 to 50, and in PhD project, 120 to 150. This number may be more or less. depending upon, like in a good PG project, if suppose you have reviewed good high quality, if your topic is one dimensional, 20 papers are enough. If it is three dimensional, then for 50 60 papers are good. So it depends, right? Then we come back to the paper, downloading of the paper. So one thing I have told you how to download it from SCI Hub. Now it's not that you don't find papers on ResearchGate like this. PDF is written, so most probably you will find this paper on ResearchGate. Mobile banking utilization, satisfaction and loyalty. Very nice. Mobile banking utilization, but not mobile app. Earlier paper was on mobile app. This is on mobile banking. So what is the difference? The difference is on mobile also somebody has used the banking on browser, but mobile banking is on app only. So you see, there is hardly any difference, or there is not a big difference. But yes, mobile banking is more mainly on app. Now you see that you find a download button. It means there is a paper available. The best thing is you have explore more related content, antecedents and impact of mobile banking transaction. Impact of mobile banking may result in satisfaction, loyalty, examining trust in mobile banking, trustworthiness of mobile banking. So this is antecedent. I mean, trust. When there is trust, we use mobile banking. But we are not looking for antecedents. We are looking, if we use mobile banking, whether there is satisfaction and loyalty or not. Okay. So we have to be very clear about our topic. So I just cross it and I see here, this is my paper from ResearchGate. Just I can zoom it. The information about the journal should be there. Volume number, देखिए volume number is there. Science series data report. This is a data report of science series. This is the paper. All right. I will tell you how to review it. Okay. Now this is the paper of 29 pages. Good number of references. Good number of references. Right. It's a good quality paper. Okay. So we cross it. This has been downloaded. Now let us go next. Mobile banking applications, loyalty of young bank customers. Very good. This is very apt to our topic. So we may not find satisfaction and loyalty both at one place. And that's good also if you don't find. That is our research gap. Okay. So let's download it. Now, a mobile bank application loyalty model. This is also a good paper. See, the same author is there. Mustafa Norullah, along with two authors and single author. So there are two papers, one in 2020, one in 2023. So probably they prepared a model here and they tested it. We can cite both. We can review both of them, right? So let us download this also. Yes, this is also available. Now you see that papers are available on ResearchGate free of cost. Okay. 22 pages paper. So one aspect, it's a good, nicely written. There is a model. You see the model, customer satisfaction, usability of the mobile app, responsiveness, satisfaction, reliability, and satisfaction leads to loyalty. So this is the model. They have proved the model also. And then we come to the next paper, probably this one. Yes, I think this is a project. I believe this is a 2020. This is a kind of a project or a report. Let's see. Faculty of Human Sciences thesis for this business administration. So this is a thesis basically. You can cite the thesis, but I would say if you are a beginner, please avoid it because referencing will be a hassle. Things will be a hassle. So you can cross it. You can take only the latest paper because that has also been published from anyways from this thesis only. All right, so I'm crossing Emerald for now. SCI Hub, I'm coming to the home page. If I'll require it again, I'll use it. Now let us go to, I won't go to Academia.Edu because that is quite similar to ResearchGate. On ResearchGate, you'll have to make your profile like I have made my profile. So you have to make your profile, and then if it asks for a institutional ID, you use your roll number. If you are a student, you use an institutional ID preferably. Otherwise it may create some kind of a hassle, but it works. This is my personal ID, this is Gmail ID, so it is working very nicely on Gmail ID. I also have uploaded many of my papers on this. Now I'm crossing this link also, this also, and this also. Now I would like you to take a tour of the Google Scholars and some of the individual websites like Inderscience, like Sage. So I will tell you how to go with them and how to find the papers, right? So let us say mobile bank applications, this we have done. This is also, I'm just having two tabs now: mobile banking, service quality, and customer satisfaction. That's also fine, I'm getting satisfaction here. This paper probably will not be available. Yeah, we can download it, it is available, right? So you can download from here. Let us download it. Next comes the, let us go back. No, we can cross it. Impact of mobile service on customer. What is customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, predicting customer loyalty in mobile banking setting. Very good. So we can see that loyalty and satisfaction are coming, not coming together in one paper. Maybe they are together, they are not together. We'll have to see it. Right. So let us go now to what? To the Google Scholar, and then we will go to some of the individual websites. Then we'll see how to write and how to write a research gap. All right. So I type here Google Scholars. Now here is the Google Scholars. In Google Scholars, we can simply write the mobile banking or mobile applications, mobile banking applications and mobile banking applications and satisfaction loyalty, and is not required, but just. So now you see that lot of papers have come. This link we have already visited, so I already informed you that some of the links of ResearchGate, now Science Direct PDF, it means PDF is freely available. I also suggest that not to take old papers in the literature review. The paper should be latest. Like I say that 70 to 80% of the paper should be from last 5 years, and in that also 30 papers or 40% of the paper should be from last 2 years, so that you prove that I have acknowledged and reviewed the latest research. That is why I say that a lot of work is done, but some of the areas has not been covered. That is my research gap. Okay. So now we can click on this. This PDF is written. This is free of cost available. And you can see since 2024, 2023, or you can have a custom range also. In custom range, I put in 2021 to, or maybe 2020 to 2024. 24. These are 5 years. Like we are in February, we are in March. Today is 1st March. So this is roughly 4 years and 3 months. So I click on search. Now, these are the latest papers: a study of factors affecting service quality and loyalty intention in mobile banking. So this is a relevant paper and it is free of cost available as well. PDF is written, you can purchase PDF. Okay. So this is not available. No problem. PDF, I think it should be available. PDF was on the right side. Yeah, this is available because here it is written PDF in bracket. So this is available. Okay. So why this is a reviewer's copy actually. This type of copy is sent to the reviewer of the paper. No problem, you can access it. Suppose you have effect of mobile service quality, e-trust, development, loyalty, effect of, these all PDF are available. If something is not available, then I have told you one method, SCI Hub, that method also can work. So this is Google Scholar. Then you can find the relevant paper. What is a relevant paper for our topic? The paper that has at least two of the three words. At least two means mobile application is mandatory. Okay, so mobile banking application or mobile banking and customer satisfaction and loyalty. One out of these two. So mobile banking and customer satisfaction, mobile banking and loyalty. At least these two should be, one set of these words should be there. Then we consider it is a relevant paper. Otherwise, see, if you don't find on your topic, don't worry. You can take similar also, like customer engagement, customer delight, customer, you say maybe something similar to segment satisfaction and loyalty, customer switching behavior. Okay, in mobile banking, if you don't find, then you can say online banking, internet banking. Why? Because if you're not finding something appropriate on your topic, it is not your fault. You want to do a research on a new topic. So taking literature review on similar aspects is a proof that these topics have been discussed, which are very similar to my topic, but my topic has not been discussed so far in the literature. It has not been researched by the budding researchers, so I'm working on it. Okay, so this is what the way you justify, otherwise no new research will take place. Somebody has written first paper on metaverse, somebody has written first paper on extended reality, virtual reality, your AR VR, augmented reality, right, extended reality, or maybe machine learning, cloud computing. Somebody has written a paper for the first time, of course without any substantial literature review, right? So coming back to the individual journals, like individual is Emerald. I'll show you Emerald only, and rest you can explore. So Emerald Insights, here you can explore on the home page, like mobile banking applications, customer loyalty and satisfaction. This is all what I have fed. Now you see the first paper, internet and mobile banking, role of engagement and experience on this. So this is not showing the direct impact. This is showing an indirect impact. Mobile banking, engagement, and satisfaction and loyalty. Right. So this is SOAR theory actually. Stimulus, engagement, stimulus, organization, and response. Kind of a SOAR theory. Now, when you click on this, this paper is not free. If you see that this paper is published in 2021, and if you want to download this, access through your institutions, access purchase, and 27 pounds, right? So go to the DOI, right, and paste here and click. Oops, I think this February 2021 is also not accessible. Let me try once more. So here, what is the problem? You have to talk to some professor who has the access. Like I have the access for Emerald, I can help out a few, not all. So I have the access of Emerald. Like this is not free of cost available. Or you can talk to your librarian. You can talk to your any friend in any institutions who has the access of this. So I have the access. Like if I log in from my account, let me see. Yeah, I have logged in. So you see that I have 671 complimentary access tokens because I'm a reviewer of Emerald. So one paper if I review, I get 40 free papers. So I keep on reviewing the papers. So I use this token and I can download this paper free of cost, right? So this is something talks about the engagement, experience and loyalty. Let us download this also when I have spent my one token. So I can download it, right? So probably the same thing you can do. Many papers, suppose this is a 2020. Let us try some 2020 paper. This is 2024, 2017. Let's try this paper. Identifying mobile banking on perceived value applications on perceived values, effect of perceived values on applications. This This is not highly relevant, not highly relevant. What keeps Islamic mobile banking customers loyal? Right. So let's say this paper is also now token I can anytime access, but let us take it without token. Let us copy this and paste it here. Sometimes you get these papers on ResearchGate also, so you can try there also. I'll show you. So this paper is available because it is of 2017. You can simply download it. Now next, what next is, suppose we were not able to get this paper, this first one. Now we copy the title, go to Google and we put in ResearchGate and title of the paper. No, we are not finding it. That's fine. We can simply write this paper. This is Emerald, the same link, Semantic Scholars. No, no, no. No problem. This is all about, like, if you are doing it free of cost, then you have to work really hard. But it's not difficult. I think if you give me 2 hours time, I can, in 2 hours, I can download 40, 50 papers, even without using my tokens. Okay. So this is all about the hard work you do. Now the time has come to discuss about the writing of literature review and about the research gap. Okay, so let us come here and write. First we will take the paragraph form. This paragraph form may be used by the UGPG scholars. All right, so how do we write it? Go to downloads and suppose, let us take this paper from Malaysia. So what we need to write? We need to write the crux, but before that, you see that how many authors are there? Muhammad Asmi bin Muhammad Has Thakur. So you see, you take this last name, and there are more than 3 authors. So the thing is very simple. You write Thakur 2021. Okay, and here because there are more than 3 authors, you said et al. There is rule. I again say that reference is a separate chapter. We have to, but you see, if there is one author, you write the last name of the author and year. If there are 2 authors, this and this last names of the 2 authors. And if there are 3 authors or more, you write Thakur et al. 2021. This is IPS style. Now, how do we write it? You go to the first thing is the findings. In all Emerald papers, you find this kind of section. In other papers, you find a different kind of thing. So based on the findings, continuance intention of the using Islamic, this and that. Now what do you do is you copy it and paste it here. All right. Now, if you copy and paste, this will be what? It will be plagiarized for sure. It is plagiarism. So you have to write it in your own language, your own words, so that it is not plagiarized. So what do I do is I write here Thakur et al. 2021 found, argued, contemplated, discussed, explored. These are the words we generally use, and we keep on changing them. Like in one study, I'll write found and all, right? Now, based on the findings, this we need not write. Continuous intention of using Islamic mobile banking service was found to be dependent on usability of the mobile banking service, customer service provided by Islamic banks. Now, how we can write it? We can write it that intention to continue the mobile banking usage in the Islamic context is, is influenced by how usability of these apps, of these services. Now if again you write usability of mobile banking services, it will be copied. So you write it in your, this is called paraphrasing. In literature review you can do paraphrasing, okay, and you can cut something, you can add something on your own. Customer service, that we can write services, pro services, or like good banking services or good services, right? By Islamic banks towards the mobile banking services, customer satisfaction of mobile banking services, and trust of customers towards mobile banking. I mean, trust as well as satisfaction were also found to be the significant factors influencing the mobile banking continuation, right? So I have done what, I have changed the grammatical frame and a few synonyms or few other words. Now this will not be considered in the plagiarism, right? Similarly, in addition, the mediating effect of Islamic mobile banking services continuous adoption is significantly influenced by customer satisfaction and trust. So this is what we have written. Trust as well satisfaction found to be significant. Significant, we can say moderators, mediators. Now, what is a mediator and all this is a little advanced for at least for UGPG students, but that's fine, right? So this is the way that we write it in the paragraph, right? Now, if we write it in a story form, it's a 2 minutes job. In paragraph form, let us write one more. Then we'll write in a story form. So I cross it and go back to the original this paper. Now that is in the Malaysian context. So we should write the context also. So found in the Malaysian context, that, I mean, we should give more information to it and what data was collected and all. So this I'm going in bit brief because the video will be too long, right? What statistical tool they applied, 390 users of banking websites of mobile banking. So all the context and everything you have to. All right. So the context, the data, the, and what else? Where else we find the, suppose we find in the conclusion, in the findings. This is the sample conclusion. What? Where do we find the good summary of the literature? Limitations. Like the results of the study show that brand positively influences customer satisfaction, right? So this is one, and loyalty with the bank brand. Show that experience with the brand positively influences satisfaction and loyalty. So this is a very good finding. So few things we find in at the end in the findings or conclusion. So you can simply paste it here and change the language. Okay. Now how do you change the language? I have told you. Let me try. Experience with the brand. So you can say that brand experience positively, or brand experience influence or affect कर सकते हैं, affect or has a positive impact on CS and CL. You can use the small terms also. So once you introduce customer satisfaction, I'm using CS, and customer loyalty I'm using CL. So that is also allowed. So now it will be plagiarism free. All right. Now it is up to your mentor and you that you write the statistical technique used, the data collected. But if you are studying in different cultures, like there are three different cultures. India is a different culture. Islamic culture is different culture, and Western culture is different culture. If you are using review from three different cultures, you have to write. You should write that in which context the study was conducted, right? So then it is a good literature review. All right. Now, if I want to write in the story form, how will we write? In story form, just simple. You cut it here. In the Malaysian context, we are writing a story. In the Malaysian context, Intention to continue mobile banking usage in Islamic. Acha, Islamic context is there. Okay, okay, okay. Banking is. So now in the Malaysian context, I don't require. Simple. Intention to continue this. Trust as well. This. Khatam. Finish. And you write this. The method of writing is this. Now this is done. Full stop is always after bracket, not before bracket. So this is called story form, and I will build my argument, continue my argument from this way only. So let me see my another paper. Oh my god, I think this is a different paper. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think this is a different paper now. Okay. All right. Now. Let us come back. Let us come back. This is a different paper. So this I will remove. Okay. This I will remove. All right. And in story form, this is a very good thing. Like what I write is this is a finding of another paper. Another paper by whom? Internet and mobile banking role of engagement. This is Verto and Pedro. So Verto and Pedro. What is the year? The year is 2020. It is accepted on 2020, published in 2021, I think 2021. International Journal of Bank Marketing 2021. All right. So this is done. Right. So this is called story form of literature review. Only one single line contributing to it. But the most important thing is the context has changed, culture has changed. So you have to see that in which culture it was done. So it was done in like social implications. You go to the methodology part. Generally, their country is like Brazil, and both are from Brazil. So most of the chances are that study is conducted in Brazil. So you see that Brazilian banking market. So it is in Brazil. So you can write that in the context of Brazil or European context. What is happening? Though, however, in the Brazilian context, brand experience is a positive. Brazilian context, this, right? So this is a story form. Now, if you want to write a paragraph form for the same, you have to copy this and Pedro, all right, found that or explored that or argued that, and then you can easily go to this, go to the findings and copy this, rewrite this, okay, in your own language. Now this is what the way that you uh, make an argument of your writing your what you have explored from the literature review. So let us come back quickly to the research gaps so that we can wind up this video. So, okay, I can go to some of the papers and see that how research gap is written. So research gap in a very good research paper is the most important argument on which you build your paper. Otherwise, the editor will not accept your paper. The editor will not even send your paper for further review. You see that what is written in this paper, originality and value, right? Let us zoom it up. This paper offers an additional literature on Islamic banking, especially from the Malaysian context. There is a lack of study that focuses on loyalty towards Islamic banking. This paper is considered to be first attempt to examine the factors influence Malaysian Islamic banking consumers' loyalty or continuous intention to use. Islamic mobile banking services. This paper is considered to be the first attempt on this. So now what are the conditions? What are the arguments? Suppose you make an argument. This paper is the first attempt to judge, to measure the customer loyalty and in mobile banking in the Indian context. Probably people will not accept it, right? Because in Indian context many studies have been done, but continuance intention is generally less, search. So this can be an argument like a research gap. Okay, so this is the way that we learn how to write a research gap of our study. All right, so let us take one more paper. Now in this paper, writing a research gap is originality and value. An important original contribution is the effect of engagement as an antecedent of the experience with the brand, which result in elevated satisfaction and loyalty with the bank's customers. All right. So you should have that confidence. After having done a good literature review, you find that to the best of your knowledge, this engagement as an antecedent was not used to for experience with the brand. Okay, so this is a new topic, new argument. This you can ask your mentor to help you out, like how to find a new construct in a study, right? So that you can write a a good research gap. All right, let's take another paper. Now in this, I don't know in which journal it has been published. In Emerald it is very easy to find these things. So the study has been conducted in the area of Rawalpindi and Islamabad. Future researchers may expand the premise. So this is like, I don't know. It's not such a good paper. SMS Sharad Journal of, I don't know how good it is. So it's sometimes very difficult to find the research gap. Now in this it is very difficult to find because this is a overworked model, service quality model to satisfaction. So I'm just keeping it off. Let's see this. Now this is an abstract like loyalty, introduction, satisfaction, literature review. Now if you don't find it in the abstract, go to the end like assessment of overall fit, discussions, conclusion. Yes, the conclusion of this study is investigate the relationship between mobile banking utilization and satisfaction. In addition to this seeks this. Also, it is found that satisfaction significantly predicts loyalty. That's an obvious finding. Should be useful for this. So I don't think they have argued a good research gap in this paper, right? So in many cases, the research gap is missing in the papers, but it should be there. So in all good quality papers, you'll find it. IJBM. Let's see this. This is again a category journal paper. Let's see. Finding simply originality and value. This is research gap. So in all Emerald journals, you find it beautifully, right? The main contribution is to extend previous research on the benefits offered by mobile banking and its consequences of satisfaction with mobile banking, which includes studies on service failure and perceived justice. Okay, so this is perceived justice, service failure were not taken. So you have to have some new variable in your study to justify your research gap. I can share this file with you. 7 types of research gaps are there. I think I have discussed it in my introduction video as well. Evidence gap, contradictory evidence gap, knowledge gap, practical gap, methodological, empirical, theoretical, population. Now, considering all this, what is the easiest way to find a gap? Considering all this is like the empirical gap. Research findings or propositions need to be evaluated empirically and verified. Suppose a database study has not been done in past, then you may have like knowledge gap. Desired research findings do not exist, whatever you desire. So these are the ways that you find a gap. Like you have done some study in the space of metaverse store, perceived satisfaction with metaverse store. If you use now word perceived, lot of things you can do. Nobody requires an evidence for perceived things. Okay, but your argument should be good and your research should be scientific. then only it is allowed. So I think that's all from my side. I have taken a lot of time in this video, but I believe that there are no such. This is my research gap. There is no such videos which can guide so simply about the literature review writing and research gap writing. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can. I have given my email ID and my mobile number. So WhatsApp is the best thing. If it is not urgent, you should not call, but you can do me a WhatsApp and I will try to reply to your query. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great day.